Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Rishi.
And Alexi.
Today we are exploring Montreal's little cousin of a metro line, the Blue Line, trying to get people to know the other areas other than, the Plateau and the downtown corridors. We're going to explore 4 neighborhoods along Snowden, Outremont, Jean-Talon, and then Saint-Michel or somewhere around there. Right now we just arrived at Snowden and we are going to go explore Monkland Village. Quite a good lineup for today. It is our last vlog, I think, sadly. And follow along for some trains and some fun.
Yeah, this is a special video. It's going to be the last one. Thank you for all being fans. Now is the time to be super fans while you still have a chance, because after this one become mega famous, we'll forget about you all. So like and comment and
Wait, flip the camera, there's a train coming. Welcome to Monkland Village, the quaint Anglophone enclave in Montreal's NDG borough. Lined with shops, cafes, and restaurants, Monkland Avenue marks a strong start to today's journey.
Alright, so we're out here in Monkland.
They know that.
Oh. We're out here in Monkland. It's kind of cute, actually, like unexpectedly cute.
You know why?
But the problem to me so far is that it's not immediately apparent, like why the fuck are there so many cars? It's just car paradise out here.
Because
in the plateau,
pedestrians and cars live in paradise in Anglo.
I mean, like, just you will see it so far from the footage. It's just kind of car centric. There's cars everywhere. And when I compare this to Montreal Street or Saint Denis or Saint Laurent, streets that are very often pedestrian in the summer. It clearly shows
it makes the city dysfunctional.
Yeah, well.
After Alexi's complaints, we passed by Le Jus, a place to check out if you're craving one of Montreal's best smash burgers. Across the street is Ilion, a small Greek bakery offering traditional pastries and dishes. And being with a Greek man, Alexi, we knew we couldn't miss this spot.
So out here in Monkland, we found Greek bakery called Ilion. That place is legit. I mean, Greek music, the Greek olive oil, they have the spanakopita, tiropita, they have it all. So we're gonna taste test it, see if it's just like back in Greece. Really good, really authentic.
Given that it was the morning, we of course had to caffeinate ourselves and check out Milk, a trendy cafe that uses and sells its own grinds. We were overall pretty impressed by the menu options and the overall vibe. The clear theme here was green.
Wait, I think I splattered it.
Wow, you're really so useless.
You always call me useless.
Can you please include that?
Yeah. Smooth, just like you. So guys, we are now leaving Monkland, heading back to Snowden Station. Overall, Monkland is a very residential area. Reminds me of where I'm from in Toronto. City vibes, but still like large driveways, very car-centric. Lots of people on the workday, so that's why it's not as busy. As you can see, this is right by Monkland Avenue, so you're right into residential area. So the plateau does feel more city. But that's what's nice about it. It's like a perfect balance of lifestyle and whatnot. And you still have cool spots like the cafe we just went to, Milk, and Alexi actually did somehow approve. But yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for clubs, bars, that's where we shine in our area in the plateau. But I can definitely see how this is a great area for a slower lifestyle or a more functional lifestyle when you have a family and whatnot.
Yeah, honestly, I've never been here, but it doesn't feel like Montreal in the ways that we're used to, but it's still nice in terms of like there's nice coffee shops, nice food stops. If it was more like lunchtime and on a weekend, I'm sure it would have been bustling. I do think that it's very there's a lot of cars, which again, it's because we're like basically in a suburb that's in the city, which is kind of cool. That's just one of the things that makes Montreal great. So Yeah. I tried talking in everyone I could in French, and at least 2 of them answered me in English afterwards, so that's not not ideal. Not ideal at all, actually.
It was then time to head to our next stop on our itinerary, so we headed back to Snowdon. Again, and to no one's surprise, Rishi is struggling, so he lost his mic privileges for the day. Anyway, Outremont is next.
So guys, we have just arrived at stop number 2, Outremont. It's looking, other than the garbage truck, it's quite upscale. It's one of Montreal's wealthiest postal code areas. Also, one of the largest Hasidic Jew populations in the city. I'm not lying, that's actually a fact. Then also, really much more French, which Alexi loves. But yeah. I do too. We do have some nice wine bars. We're going to head up to this nice butcher and wine bar. Really nice parks. So we're going to see how it holds up to the other areas along the Blue Line.
I've run here before.
You run everywhere.
Up here you get straight to the mountain.
Now that we're done yapping, it's time to show you guys Provision's wine bar. A cute spot that, yes, is a wine bar, but also has a butcher and a sandwich counter.
Alexi did indeed seem to approve of the space, and of the sandwich menu, and we knew we had to walk out of there with a couple of Sammies. With our sandwiches, we walked the sublime pedestrian streets of Outremont, passing by the famous Outremont Theatre, of course, before arriving at Parc Saint-Viateur. While small, this park was absolutely stunning, and felt like an upscale and tranquil escape from the city.
So we're out here in Parc Saint-Viateur. It's a relatively small park. There's a nice little lake thing. Anyways, we got these sandwiches. I got I forget what it is, but there's 2 types of meat and ham and Swiss cheese, and it's like on some sort of a brioche. It's gonna be delicious.
It's quintessential Montreal greatness, actually, just being able to eat your lunch in a nice park. And I'm gonna try this deli sandwich. I did get the brisket. Let's talk about everything I do.
It's a food tour.
Oh. Wow, she looks good. Get in there. Amazing. This looks really good, actually.
It's delicious.
So guys, that's it for Outremont. We are now coming back to the main thoroughfare here, Avenue Van Horn, where our wine bar is, where we got the sandwiches. So if you do want, to explore the best of Outremont, it definitely will be on this street. And then obviously around you have the residential areas, the big trees, the parks, and everything else. Before we head to our next stop, let's take a moment to admire the sheer awe of the STM's brutalist architecture. Built in the 60s and 70s, every station in Montreal's metro really reflects that time period, including our next stop, Jean-Talon Station.
So, we're here outside of Metro Jean-Talon. This is on the big Jean-Talon street, which is a big cross street of Montreal. The most notable thing about this area, and why you should definitely visit it if you're on the Blue Line, is because of Marché Jean-Talon, one of the biggest and most bustling markets in the city. So, let's go explore.
Welcome to the Jean-Talon Market.
With dozens of food vendors and specialized food stores, you'll be able to eat and find food from all over the world in Jean-Talon, making this the city's, or even Canada's, best market.
Okay, so we're now at Jean-Talon. They do close at 5 p.m., which we knew as local Montrealers, but you guys, our audience, may not know. We just wanted to show you around. As you did see, many of the things are closed, but you can get an idea of the vendors, lots of foreign food, Mexican food, whatever. It's really a melting pot of cultures here, which is pretty awesome. Obviously, the produce section does stay open a bit later. You can get some of the freshest fruit, produce, also, butcher, cold cuts, all that kind of stuff. It's very, very awesome. For the spring, for the summer, you do have the flowers. And yeah, no alcohol here though.
Alright, so here we are. This is Boulevard Saint-Laurent. This is one of the main streets in the city, but it's also the street on which Little Italy exists. So basically, starting here from Saint-Zotique up until Jean-Talon Street, which we were on earlier, you have a host of Italian restaurants, you know, like the best like brick oven pizza places, some cool bars, and then also like
pizza ovens are banned in Montreal.
oh well, pizza ovens are banned, but in any case, there's also like a very authentic Italian grocery store with like all of like products and everything. So yeah, just take a look and see what it's like.
If you're on Saint Laurent Boulevard, this is definitely the place to be. And of course, no visit to Little Italy is complete without passing by the gigantic Frutterie Milano Italian grocer. Basically Italy, but in Montreal.
This is the biggest Italian grocery store I've ever seen. It's like, you think you're in Italy. Massive.
Point.
Ferrari, mozzarella. So we have made it to Boreale. This bar, also on Jean-Talon Street, is one of my favorite bars. I've actually been here for 2 out of my last 3 birthdays. But the exciting thing today is that the terrace is open, and we've been actually wanting to visit this for a while. You'll know that we are a bit of experts at terraces, so we're gonna go check this terrace out and check out how many beers we can drink in the next 2 hours.
Serving over 10 different beers on draft, this is a beer lover's paradise.
I've never ever liked a bar where I had to take an elevator to get there, but this one's a brewery, so I think it might be the exception.
Of course, the highlight of Rallye Boreale is the rooftop, offering absolutely spectacular views of the city below. Note that the bar on the roof offers a smaller selection of beer and mixed drinks than the one on the ground floor.
Alright, so after a couple of beers, I think I conclude that this place is very cool. It's not a full bar up here, which is a bit of a disappointment, but I mean, the view is incredible, and I've had a great time, so I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Definitely better than most of the other terraces we went to.
So the views are pretty insane. They do have a really cool sports game going on there. It would be better if it wasn't there though for our sake because of the mountain views, but aside from that, views are awesome. And what you are paying for is the terrace experience. You can tell this terrace is just a one-off thing. It's more like an event because they have very limited selection, just 3 beers on tap and 2 mixed drinks, just a whiskey soda or a gin and tonic, which is the second drink I got. And $8 each isn't great, but as I said, you're in Montreal in the summer, you have amazing views like Olympic Stadium. And of course, you can see the Catholic reign of the French in all the churches.
There's like 12.
Yeah. But, yeah, I really like it. And you can see planes. Planes, show the plane. Zoom in. Zoom in.
We just made it to our final stop on the Blue Line, Metro d'Iberville. It is on Jean-Talon as well. We thought about taking the metro all the way to Saint-Michel, which is right now the furthest stop on the Blue Line, but it looks like it's more of like a commercial street, like sort of a bus terminal. So we decided to get off here. We're going to walk from Iberville to Fabré. I'm taking a slight detour to check out the neighborhood, but it's definitely more lower middle class. However, it's very much the same vibe as even Monkland, because it's like commercial street and then the rest is just super residential. So a different taste of the same stuff.
Okay, so we were at our last neighborhood of the Blue Line, but we decided to walk sort of a bit of a trek towards back to Beaubien. That area, you know, it's nice, it's residential, but you know, you still want something more, so that's why we have this vlog for you to show you. Past Jean-Talon, the Blue Line doesn't have much going, but you know, you're still not that far from Beaubien, and once you get to Beaubien, you're entering Mile End territory, and soon we're going to start seeing the restaurants, the cafes, the bars, all getting very back to like Montreal, what you expect. Very cute terraces, bustling, you know, with people at this hour, and then the summer and the evening, it's going to be very nice. We'll we're gonna show you. Film me. We're gonna show you around. Okay, guys. So we have just arrived back home at our beautiful abode. So, we wanted to give you something different today, experience the Blue Line, which most of, we know, at least our friends, lots of Montrealers overlook. We tried to give you the best neighborhoods. Monkland, very nice. We went to Outremont, also very nice. Jean-Talon Market, everyone knows that's a great area. And, of course, some of the terraces at Little Italy, and, of course, the rooftop where Alexei finally got to go get his Boreale Rooftop beer, which we've been waiting for years. The Blue Line past Jean-Talon wasn't as spectacular as we thought. We gave you a few clips of that. We wanted to keep it real, so not to go there. I mean, it's not a bad area, just not much going on, so you're better off once you're at Jean-Talon heading back towards, the quintessential Mile End or Boreale area, or, of course, the plateau where we live.
Yeah, I mean, I think the conclusion is that if you haven't seen the plateau, definitely do that first because it's the nicest. Where we live is beautiful, but yeah, like you said, there's a lot of good stuff worth the trip. And this is probably gonna be our last video for at least a while. So for all you real fans out there that have watched all of our videos, well, we love you, and maybe you'll see us again one day.
Make sure to subscribe.